The following is from the Melodramatics podcast, where we discuss all things theatre and drama. So if you like theatre, stage, drama, films, check us out on Spotify, YouTube, and all the other streaming platforms that I'm not going to... Hey guys! Alright, this is Benji's Weird Theatre. So Lauren, did I ever tell you? Somebody once told me
the world was
gonna roll me. I ate the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb. That's right, we're doing Shrek.
Oh yeah, I love Shrek.
Yeah. So, do I really have to explain what Shrek is? Is there someone out there that doesn't know?
Do they live in a swamp?
Probably. Alright, Shrek is a 2001
They've been knocked to the castle.
It's a 2001 animated comedy film based on the 1990 book of the same name. Though the movie and the book are very different. Directed by Andrew Adamson and Vicky Jensen, it features Mike Myers as the title character Shrek, Eddie Murphy as Donkey, Cameron Diaz as Princess Fiona, and John Lithgow as the great and awesome Lord Farquaad.
And that lady is the fairy godmother.
Well, no, that's Shrek 2.
That's the sequel.
Something?
That's Shrek 2.
Do you know how long it took me to get the pun of Farquaad?
I'm still not 100% sure I get it.
Do you know why he's called that?
I do.
So pretty much why he's called Lord Farquaad is because a lot of the animators on Shrek used to work for Disney. And there was this producer that they hated. And they used to call him Fuckhead, essentially. So when they joined DreamWorks, they're like, why don't we make a character that looks like him and we call him Lord Farquaad? Yeah, so fuckhead, fuckwit, Farquaad.
Yeah. It took. No, I got there eventually, but I was just like, oh my. That definitely, that was very well done. That slipped past my radar for longer than I care to admit.
Okay. The story follows an ogre named Shrek, whose self-imposed solitude is suddenly broken by the invasion of annoying fairy tale creatures. They are all banished from their homes by Lord Farquaad. Determined to get his peaceful swamp back, Shrek makes a deal with Farquaad and sets out to rescue Princess Fiona from the tower guarded by a really hot dragon. He takes Fiona to be Farquaad's bride. However, it turns out the princess keeps a smelly green secret. Shrek the Musical is based on the first Shrek film, with elements thrown in from the other Shrek films. Fairy Godmother was actually in the musical. Music was by Janine Tensori, and lyrics by David Lindsay Elbury. Jason Moore took directing duties on this one. Shrek is played by Brian Darcy James, Fiona, Sutton Foster, Donkey, Daniel Breaker, and the Lord Farquaad, Christopher Cyber. I've also made a special mention here for young Fiona, who was played by Leanne Greenhouse.
Which one?
The youngest. The youngest.
They were both so good.
They were both amazing. But turns out Leanne Greenhouse, this is the only thing she's done.
Huh.
Wow, she was really good. Yes. I was impressed, yeah.
Hire her. She was great.
Yes. After a trial run in Seattle, the original Broadway production opened in December 2008 and closed after 12 months. It was followed by a tour of the United States, which opened in 2010, a revamped West End production from June 2011 to 2013. It has performed in England, Asia, Poland, Spain, France, Italy, the Netherlands, Brazil, the Philippines, Estonia, Israel, Sweden, Panama, Denmark, and Frankston, Australia, where a young stage tech named Benji Ragg helped move sets.
And it was supposed to be in Melbourne until, this whole pandemic happened.
No, it was here. It just didn't do its season out. And I know this because someone had planned to take their cousins for their birthdays in late April, and that did not get to happen. So now I see trams running around mocking me because they still have the adverts on there. Yeah, it's a bit of a sore spot.
So fun fact, the guy who plays Donkey plays Aaron Burr in Hamilton.
I know, yeah.
I thought
I
he looked
googled him because I
familiar.
thought he was someone else, but he wasn't the person I thought he was.
Okay.
He was the donkey.
What did we think of the story, guys?
I loved it.
Loved it.
I loved everything. I have nothing bad to say at all.
Yeah.
I loved how they showed the backstories of like Shrek being kicked out at 7 and Fiona like as a child waiting.
Yeah.
Like, that was sad.
Yeah, I love the line, "Your ugly
film, do
son,
they
so that
show
means
that?
your life's harder."
Yeah.
In the film, do they show Shrek getting sent away, or it's
Not in the
No.
first
talked
one.
about? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah. Actually, the bit when like his dad is like, "Your ugly son, that means your life is harder."
Yeah.
It reminded me of a Daniel Tosh joke where he's
Remind
like,
me of your life.
"No, he's like, being an ugly woman is like being a man. You're gonna have to work."
How great was the story of Farquaad being a dwarf's child? Like his dad was a dwarf.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
That was
funny.
what?
Yeah, so he kept referencing his like, oh, my dad would always go away to work and hi ho, hi ho.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Was the actor on his
Buddy.
was the actor on his knees or something the whole time?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
he was. I believe he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had knee pads and he would run around on his knees. Well,
Oh.
I say run, but it's shamble
'Cause,
around
like-
on his knees.
His
Dude.
legs, they looked like they were kind of like puppet legs the way he was walking. I was like, is he, like, I was trying to figure it out. I could not figure it out.
But one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie is when they lift him off the horse and you see that he's
Yeah.
shorter because he had the legs elongated
Yeah.
to fit
I
into.
loved that the horse was plastic and he's like, good plastic horsey.
I love the bit when he was like choosing his brides and the fucking
Number 4, number 4.
yeah, no, just the way they'll say it. All right, first up we got Cinderella. She's a mentally abused shut-in.
Yeah.
They show
Sleep-
that in the movie, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't exactly say that about it.
Yeah.
Look, Sleeping Beauty, and you literally hear him like here's Sleeping Beauty waiting for us, and you literally hear him go, "Whoa, she's in Tupperware as well."
Yes,
Yeah.
so what?
So
Yeah.
funny.
Fucking Donkey had some dark lines in this. I don't remember Donkey saying, "If you kill a man, I'll hide the body to Shrek."
Yeah.
Oh, that was in one of the songs, I think.
That
Yeah.
was beautiful.
That was great.
Fucking gingerbread scene was amazing, as it always is.
And the gingerbread was a puppet. I loved it.
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man.
She's married to the Muffin Man.
I used to know that whole scene, like right from the gingerbread man all the way through to the end of the marrow. Like I could
Not
do
the
it word
buttons.
for word.
Honestly, I didn't think that they could make a stage musical out of Shrek, but I was blown away.
I was quite
Yeah.
So, Fiona. Right, there was just one person playing Fiona. How did they do the transition so quickly from her as a princess to her as the ogre?
Magic.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it.
And what about Pinocchio? His nose, like,
Oh,
how
fuck, I
did they
was-
do that?
I have a special note here for
Yeah.
Pinocchio's nose. Just going, I love the way that it grew.
And the sound effects.
Yeah. I actually wrote that I think that the set and costumes are amazing, and this is the best costumes I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
stand out. Yep.
Yeah.
This is what Spider-Man could have been.
Yes.
Yeah. I was actually thinking, like,
What
what
was the
are...
comparison of budgets?
It's a good question. Let's have a quick look at. You guys willing to guess? Lauren, what do you think it is?
The budget?
Yeah.
50 grand.
Oof. Wow. No.
I'd say 50 mil.
Oh, no. Damien, what are you thinking?
I mean, it's between 50 grand and 50 mil. I feel somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna say like 20 mil.
It was 25 million.
Oh, wow.
I wrote that the the dragon looks like something out of The Evil Dead,
Yeah.
but it still was
Did a
my
little
favorite
bit.
scene.
Oh,
So they only had the head of the dragon, didn't they?
Yeah, that song was amazing.
I can't remember what it was, but yes, I agree.
I did like when Lord Farquaad came out and and the audience was applauding him, and he actually like commanded them in character to keep
Yes.
applauding him.
Yeah. Love it.
And like
Love
the
it.
audience actually did it, because like those things can go horribly wrong for actors sometimes if the audience doesn't play along with you.
Oh yeah, they
So
they
much
were red
respect.
hot.
So much
Yeah.
respect to the guy who played Farquaad, like doing that on his
Yes.
knees and the whole thing. So
So
much
good.
respect.
I also wrote that this is the best pro shoot I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed it
definitely.
more than Hamilton. Just saying.
Yeah. So we would like to hear about the awards and reviews.
Yeah.
So, It was nominated for Best Musical at the 2009 Tony Awards. It was pretty much nominated for every single category. So I'm not gonna go through them all.
Wow.
But if it was on the Tonys that were nominated for it, it lost to Billy Elliot, which I think is they were robbed. Robbed. It gets even worse. Darcy James was also nominated for Best Actor in a Musical, and he lost to the lead of Billy Elliot.
Ooh.
It did, however, win one Tony Award for Best Costumes.
Oh, there you go.
The song I'm a Believer was originally meant to be played as the audience left the theatre, but was added to the score in October 2nd, 2009, and was sung by the entire company at the end of the performance.
Yeah.
The iconic Smash Mouth tune All Star plays at the beginning of Shrek, and the song was supposed to be just a placeholder. Studio planned to put their own version of the song in there, but the audience loved it so much they decided to just leave it in there.
Good.
It received mixed to positive reviews. I don't know how anyone could think of it as mixed. The Associated Press wrote, "The folks at DreamWorks have done their darndest to make sure we are entertained at Shrek the Musical, the company's lavish stage adaptation of its hit animated movie. For most of the time they succeed thanks to the talent of the show's 4 principal performers, the show's massive sets and the colourful costumes, courtesy of Tim Hadley." So there we go. I was actually trying to find who was the costume designer. They are so visual and eye-catching that they often distract from what's going on stage, though. Which I disagree. I think they add to it. Yeah. And also, Shrek is the sort of movie where, like, the main characters carry a lot of it, but it's the side characters that are doing all the heavy lifting. Like, they need to be, on point. I just feel like Pinocchio singing that song was amazing.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Yeah. So, Orno, any final thoughts for the performance?
No, I was honestly blown away. It was better than I expected it to be.
I agree.
The chemistry between Shrek and Fiona was amazing in that song where they're like competing. Like, I got you beat. I was sent away at 7, and she's like, I was sent into a tower, and I had a chamber pot and stuff like that. Like, as like they were growing the love for each other, it was really great.
Yeah. I wrote that Shrek lets the dragon kill Lord Farquaad because he understands that when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
Oh, there you go.
The exact same show. Medieval, dragons.
Shit.
Okay.
Could argue that.
I can see that.
Lauren, what are you going to give it out of 5?
I want to give it out of 10.
Okay, we'll do it out of 10 this time. Okay, 10 out of 10. 10. Damien, what would you give it out of 10? 10?
Mm-hmm.
Laura, Dia?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 10. I can't fault it.
I give it 3.
Why?
Why do you give it 3?
No, I give it 10 out of 10. I can't fault it at all.
Oh, there
Perfectly
we go.
cast. Wow, I think this is the first thing we've all agreed on.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And I think that will bring us to the end of this episode. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and share it as well. I have been joined by the lovely Lauren Hargo.
Thank you.
Lovely Dia Taylor.
Oh, thank you.
And our special guest, Damien Hivon.
No, you guys.
I've been your host, Benji Rag, and remember, you matter. Bye!
Bye!
Too close. Just right.
Strife is never ending.
Fairy godmother, finished. From the time Wicked Witch,
They dragged me from the pond. They broke my magic wand.
they blew our condos down. Mad Hatter,
Life is but a witch hunt.
Mama's in the mud, Mama's in distress.
they ridiculed my hat.
They said that we were fat.
They tore my cotton granny dress and called me a hot and tranny mess. Sugar plum fairy,
Story of my life, booty from the ball. The party's off your hook,
But I'm too off the wall.
that's the
find you back in the kingdom, you will be executed.
And this right here